Hey, what's up, everybody? It is a freezing cold Saturday morning after Groundhog Day here in Panhandle, West Virginia. And I'm sneaking out to the shop to kind of get some lists going. I just committed to Chocolate Fox. I think I was number 346 out of 350 spots that were available at Chocolate Fox, and we grabbed one, got in just under the wire. So I decided I should probably come out and try to decide which car I want to take, and see what projects I want to start taking on as the weather starts warming up here. I'm assuming it will at some point. And I thought it would be really awesome to take this guy. It would be super fun to take this car. Especially since I saw my buddy Shannon locked in a spot with his pace car, and it would be super cool to roll in two old school stock block nitrous four eyes that are regularly raced. Like, they're not super show cars. They're just they're just cool, fast, fun cars for normal dudes that aren't spending $100,000 to beat people we don't know. So I thought, well, that's pretty cool. But then I thought, well, Chocolate Fox isn't until May, right? So this thing, hopefully, we'll see 2 months worth of nitrous beatdowns, bad tuning decisions, and other weirdness. I started kind of calling this car Hey Hey because it does freaking dumb stuff, like the dumbest stuff. At the track, it goes straight as an arrow. It just, it needs a rear anti-roll like nobody's business, but I don't want to put one on it because I like my stock tailpipes. And I don't know if I can make the anti-roll work with the stock tailpipes. So it leaves all bah and does crazy stuff, but it goes straight. I could take my hands off the wheel and, just shift it and it would just go. But on an unprepped surface, it's dumb. You're driving. Like, it's kind of like one of those things that as I get older, you're clicking into high gear and your head's kind of going, this is a really stupid way to die. You've got a lot of responsibilities. You can't be doing this dumb crap anymore, which was what made me put the roll bar in the car, which made me put the cage in. So we got 2 months of beatings that it'll endure. And if I grenade it, I'll take this guy, which, I was planning on taking this guy to Carlisle anyway. So I had a short list that I wanted to do that, pull the valve covers off and get them on the rouge wheel and polish them all up. Have the air cleaner lid re-chromed and, have the Recaros recovered and stuff. But the interior shop waiting list to have the Recaros redone is like a year. And I have one person that I would like to have do them. And she's covered up for a while. I won't even be able to drop them off until towards the end of the summer. So I'm gonna have to run these seats for a little bit longer. I mean, they're kind of icky. I mean, the foam and stuff is really good, but it's like, it looks like after liposuction or something. I feel like if I could do something to shrink the fabric back over the foam, it wouldn't be as bad, but they're kind of funky looking. But I'm not going to be able to have that done. So I had a couple of little things that I wanted to do to get it ready for Carlisle. And if I blow up, hey, I'll take it to Chocolate Fox. There are a couple other projects that I had out here that I've been kind of dragging my feet on because I'm not sure what I want to do with them. I got this guy too. Got you guys probably remember, some folks probably remember when I picked it up at Carlisle, 86 Celine front valance, like a legit 86 Celine front valance, which I've been stripping the 85,000 coats of paint off. But I got to thinking about it, and I was like, I'd really like to put it on Hey here, but I nicked the front end, loaded it on the trailer right now. And if I ever had to load it on the trailer fast, which we occasionally have to do, because you're in a particular set of circumstances that forces you to load it fast and in the dark, usually, So I don't think that, now that's not a risk I want to take with this guy just trashing it. So, part of me is like, there's some dude, these are getting rare enough now to where there's some guy somewhere with an 86 Celine that is really going to need this thing. And do I want to go bolting it on my junky 83, Craigslist mutt? Probably not. So I'm stuck on that. The other thing I'm stuck on is this guy. So it's the 306 that was originally in Hoon when I built it for Dad, and it's a great motor. Still, leak down's like 5% across the board, but it's got no real super hot rod parts. I got a set of I got those AFR 185s up there to go on it, and this Cartec single turbo. It's a legit, vintage Cartec single, which is really neat. It's a little T3, T4 deal, little Garrett. That needs rebuilt. It's got some end play and stuff, but I can rebuild it. The impellers and everything are still in perfect shape. But it's got a couple of cracks in the hot side, which I can weld up. And I think it would be really cool to do with like the Cartec box upper. I saw one at Carlisle last year and I should have bought it. And I didn't. And I'm a little bit pissed about it because I think that would be super cool to do on that car. Because it's kind of a period correct deal, and I really want to keep that car day two. The more I look at that car and the more I think about selling it, the more I think about keeping it, well, what would I do with it? It's so nice and legit. Like the fenders haven't been rolled. It doesn't have subframe connectors. Doesn't have all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, it's the way it came from the factory sheet metal wise. And all of the mods, like some of you guys know, are all period correct SVO gear. Like the Windsor that's in it was I believe the Windsor was an RHO crate motor that Carol Carter from CNC in Manassas, Virginia built. Went back through and put cranking rods and everything in. And then it's got the J302, the Allen Root J302 aluminum heads, which you never see. They were so outrageously expensive, and compared to those AFRs, they flow garbage. But they are super cool and they're period correct. And the shifter boot and the shift knob and the motorsport ignition box and all that neato stuff, just put it as like a day two car. And I found the ARE meshes, which I absolutely love because, it kind of replicates my dad's 84 T-top that had the Inky 92 meshes on it, and it gives me the same vibe. I think it would be super cool to just eke for that car with an A9L, stick that Cartec upper and lower on it, and this Cartec single might be cool, maybe, until you deal with the AC, which is kind of my sticking point, is I want that car to still have AC, and I don't know if all that works together. I kind of have to look at it a little bit closer, and I haven't looked at the Cartec documentation from back in the day to see if you can run this turbo with the air conditioning and how many problems that would present. But anyway, those are my quandaries. Walking around the shop in the freezing cold. Well, actually, it's not bad in here. It's almost 60 degrees in here, but it's like 28 outside. But I wanted to kind of bring you guys up to speed on that. And then we got this other hot rod here, that Bob's car. Y'all know Bob. It's not Bob. It's John. I think he's getting ready to go down to Bradenton for NMRA first week of March, maybe. So we got his data log and working last week, and we got another tune loaded that he had that a guy made for him last year. So I think we're squared away on that. Now it just needs a little bit of tuning, and I'm not sure what else he's going to do. He's been super busy on his son's car, putting a motor in that. But yeah, that's what we got going on now. I'm just out here trying to put together a parts list and all the little bits and pieces that I need to be ready for when the weather breaks here a little bit. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully we can get more people out this year. I think, from a COVID standpoint, I think, everybody's learning more about the efficacy of, the vaccines, and everybody's kind of loosening up their sphincter a little bit and being more willing to go out into public. I had the initial variant. I had Omicron You know, I had to get, they forced me to get vaccinated at work, and I, quite frankly, I have no fear of car show season this year, nor do I have any fear of, the grocery store, 7-Eleven, or, you know, uh, Taylor Swift. Well, actually, I would have fear of a Taylor Swift concert, but for completely different reasons. I have an 11-year-old daughter. Um, no fear of crowds. So I'm looking forward to getting out and getting back out in the mix this year, doing some racing, doing some of the bigger shows, and catching some of you guys out there and having fun. All right, hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are staying warm, and that's just what we're working on. Hope y'all are doing good. Take care.